Welcome along to DTTV with Sim. We're looking at the wheel assembly today. As you can see here, we've got a sheet which has got a variety of different aspects on it, including section views and a detailed view of the actual wheel itself. We're going to set up this onto an A3 sheet, and you can see the section views are cut through. We'll talk you through how to do those as well, and all the other bits that are necessary for the sheet. So I've got my model and I've made my two parts, the hub and the outer, into an assembly. You should do the same. So some simple mates there for you to complete. Once you've done it, then save it. I've also got a template open, and it's an A4 template, the one that I've used many times before, so it's the one that we've used as standard. I need to now create an A3 sheet. So in doing so, what we're going to do is we're going to find the A3 ANSI landscape. So you've used the A4 before, so this is the A3. That means the sheet is the right size, but we do have the wrong border on. So I've just closed the model attachment edit sheet, and I'm going to delete out the stuff here in blue which I don't want. Now you could go through and you could go through the arduous process of doing this whole box again, or what we can do is we can actually copy and paste it. So I'm going to drag around it, and I'm going to press Ctrl C on the keyboard. Obviously I had to edit the sheet to do that, and then on this sheet I'm going to press Ctrl and V. Now what happens is when I press Ctrl V, wherever the cursor is, it will actually put the image in. There's no point in trying to drag and drop this around. So as you can see, several different goes. Each time I'm pressing Ctrl Z if it's in the wrong place. So Ctrl Z and then Ctrl V again to paste it in. Once I've got it pretty much where I want it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to get it a little bit more accurately in. So there we are. It's nice and small in the corner. It doesn't quite meet up in some spots. So what I'm going to do is going to go through and I'm going to trim lines out and neaten it up. As you go through this, you should be looking to make it neat and tidy, remove extraneous lines, bits you don't need, don't delete anything obviously that you want to keep. Larger font sizes for certain component parts are appropriate, particularly if your boxes get slightly bigger. And also checking the scale of the sheet. We're intending to use 5:1 here. You may choose to use something else depending on what it is, but the likelihood is for this particular exercise it will be 5:1. So I'm just going to move through and just neaten this up and make sure all the boxes meet where they need to meet, and that everything says what I need it to do. Okay, with that done, we can now edit sheets. So we go back into looking at the whole sheets, and we've now got your A3 proforma. You should save this as your A3 template, because you will use it again for other drawings. I'm now going to go in here, find my wheel hub, which is saved, and click refresh to update my palette. And I'm going to drag in my most appropriate view. So I've got the most complicated view looking at it from the front, and I'm going to have the view looking from the side above it. These are a bit small for my A3 sheet. Obviously the whole idea of using A3 is so that we can have more detail, so I'm going to change this. Clearly not 1:5, let's try 5:1. There we go. Drag these apart so there's a little bit of distance. Now this drawing itself doesn't require you to add any dimensions, so you don't need to do that. But you will need hidden detail. Going to pop in the isometric view, change the scale of that as well, so changing the scale on the left hand side as we need to, and obviously this one also needs to have a render view, so use a custom scale, 5:1, rendered. Drag it around so it's not touching any of the borders. Okay, Okay, we're now going to go to the view layout tool, and there's a couple of tools in here. The first one is the detail view. Now what you need is it's going to draw a circle, so this one I'm going to find an appropriate place. I want to show the detail of this particular part, and as you can see it enlarges that part to 10 to 1, and I'm going to drop it onto my sheet here. If you make a mistake, this bit here you can then amend by double clicking it, so if you make a mistake it will come out with detail B, so you can change it back to detail 1. I'm now going to section view, and I'm going to put my line in straight down the middle, and that will give me my first section view. Now you've got this box that's probably popped up, so I've clicked include hatching, and I'm going to drop that view on. Green tick that, and back up to my section view tool again, and I don't want another one in the middle. I'm actually going to pop it here for the moment. And as you can see, it's not a great deal of difference, and it says C here. I've decided I don't want that, so I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to delete the C because I put my section view through the wrong way. Then what I'm going to do, go back to my section view. I'm going to go more through the actual tyre part. Green tick that. OK that. And pop it in. And as you can see, there's more detail of the tread in that view. This one, however, now says D and D. Now in this box up here, I can change it back to C and green tick it. So everything is therefore up to date. Now just a question of shimmying my sheet around so everything sits in the right place, so there's enough space between things, making sure that my annotations and various other aspects are easy to read. I'm also going to put a note on to label my view here. This is something you'll need to do during your assessment process, so it's something worth knowing how to do. You've obviously done it once in the previous A4 sheet on the wheel hub, so isometric view, pop in the scale, move that around so it's in the right place, and then you're ready to save your finished sheet. Thanks for watching another episode of DTTV with Sim.